What's up, y'all? Welcome to King's Court. Another episode. We got a special guest today. God damn it, she's so special.
Thought you was coming this way.
What?
Okay, I'm not a special. Go. That's
Oh,
good.
why we even put the camera? Don't ever put the camera on him during my intro. All right, put it on him one more time. That's the last time you'll ever see the camera on him. All right, special guest, Amber Rose. Round of applause.
Woo!
And we have the legendary Brandon Broady the Joker.
Yeah, right here. Welcome back, y'all.
So we was downstairs talking because we about to do something after this, a little food thing.
Yes.
And we found out she don't like cilantro.
That's wild. You're kind of indirectly saying you don't like Mexicans because that's a very you love, but cilantro is such a staple in tacos and just Mexican cuisine.
What about
it's genetic.
Really?
Yeah, so it's like a gene that some people have where cilantro tastes like perfume or soap.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Heard that,
So I have that. So it kind of tastes like someone sprayed perfume down my throat. So it kind of numbs my mouth.
And cilantro's good for you though.
But
I don't know.
I wonder if
sucks, though.
I wonder if there's some people that taste soap and it tastes like cilantro.
You think it'd be working like that?
It might be. There's some people it's like the wires are crossed in your brain. Like,
have you
hey,
ever
this soap
ate
is
soap?
fire.
Amber, have you ever ate soap?
I mean, maybe soap has gotten in my mouth in the shower, maybe once or twice.
And what did it taste like?
Cilantro.
Well, it's been proven. All right, here are the 10 health facts for cilantro. 10, that's too many. Let me just get 3.
Someone really did a deep dive in cilantro.
Powerful for anti-inflammatory.
Okay,
that's 1.
I feel like they just be saying that for anything because people they know that's a hot selling point.
Mm-hmm.
Anti-inflammatory. Oh, bet. Let me do crack. Anti-inflammatory.
Not crack.
Improve the heart health, decrease anxiety, lower blood sugar, protection against, what's that word?
Syphilis. No, oxidative stress.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
I don't know what that is either.
You sound like you good. You don't need none of this.
I'm good.
You don't need cilantro in your
I'm
life.
good.
You made it this far.
I did.
So how's your week been?
It's been really good. We just got back from Coachella.
How was that?
That was fun. So much fun.
Really?
So much fun. Yeah, I've been going for 13 years now.
And what do you think about this year? Because a lot of the reviews say this year is like the worst year.
Last year was one of the worst years.
Really?
Yeah, this year was much better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this year was really good. I had fun.
Who was your favorite to see perform?
Mainly No Doubt. I was excited to see No Doubt.
Wow. The whole squad was out there?
The whole squad was there.
Damn.
Whole squad was there. And then we saw J Balvin, DJ Snake, Uzi, Doja.
Lil Uzi Vert was there?
Yep.
Oh, did he do the thing?
Ice Spice, yep.
He
He
did
sure
the thing.
did.
Ice Spice was at Coachella performing?
Yep.
How she blew
I
up?
saw some video she was hanging out with Taylor Swift.
Is
and
she an
then-
industry
and she-
plant?
Yeah, for sure.
You think so?
No.
Yeah, for sure. He's an
People
industry
love-
plant.
People love Ice Spice.
Yeah.
She's dope.
I'm not saying we don't like her, but the industry was like, we got to create something this week.
Immediately.
Nah, I
Yeah.
think she just
We gotta bring
came out
the-
with the Munch song, and the shit just went viral, and people were like, "Oh, she's so cute," and then she kept it going.
Have you met
people
her?
Fuck with her. I have. Yeah, she's really sweet.
Yeah.
I feel like she's the new Cardi B. Because that's kind of how Cardi B blew. Oh, no, Cardi B did reality, right?
Cardi B, yeah, she did. She was on Love and Hip Hop. You know, she curved me at the strip club one time. I remember I was down there CIAA weekend, and I reached for her. She was dancing, and I reached to try to get some kind of, I don't know what I thought I was trying to get, but she curved the shit out of me.
Wait, what year was this?
This was in 2014. This was like
You ain't had no money?
That's what it sounds like.
I mean,
That's what it sound like.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Not
money
you
is
trying to
money
grab
is
a
relative
stripper
to
with
what
no money. Like, what are you doing?
I mean,
Get off.
money's relative to what you consider currency. You know, I felt like I had great humor.
Not at a strip club, babe.
I give some great
You
dialogue.
cannot
to
be at a
strippers.
strip club with no money.
I've been.
Let me hear how your speech go to a stripper with no money. How does it go?
Hey, how you doing? That's great. What's your
How
sign?
you doing?
That's crazy. I'm compatible. Yeah. No, do your thing. Get your money. You know, just come back and chit chat. I want to ask you a few questions.
And she'll never come back.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do.
Mm.
What you had to ask?
Hoping
me?
you have money in your pocket.
Yeah, and then you just. I mean, look. I'll say this. I feel that you shouldn't go into a strip club if you can't afford it. But you don't have to go in there with the attitude thinking like, hey, you just have to pay for time. You can talk, have good dialogue. You meet some really cool people. I've made some friends with some dancers, you know, because it wasn't just so transactional.
Remember that it's a job.
It's a job. It's a job.
They're
It's a
there to
job.
make money.
You have fun at strip clubs, right?
I love strip clubs. Yeah, they're fun as hell.
I think I seen some videos you throwing a lot of money.
A whole lot of money.
A whole lot of money.
Hell
now,
yeah.
how would you feel if you throwing a whole lot of money and a broke nigga show up at your
Well,
table?
you don't need to point to me. We could keep this generalized. You don't need to directly point at me, my nigga.
Do you offer some of the funds to this gentleman, or do you question why didn't you bring anything to the pot?
Well, if I go to the strip club, I'm giving money to everybody that's with me
Mm-hmm.
to throw to the girls.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I do.
So it sounds like I got to go with you to the strip club to be like kind of like the residual of like, oh, cool, Amber gave me $100 to have fun with.
Yeah, I'll give you a little more than 100.
But here's the thing. Then I question the character, because are you the type to throw the money, or would you put some in your pocket?
Well, I'm going to go to the cashier, get it cashed out in ones, and then after that, 87 is going to remain in my pocket, and 13 is going to be flying.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you'll probably get jumped.
Yeah.
I get No, but I will say this though. So I'm from the DMV, and they used to have strip clubs that were car washes by day, strip clubs by night.
Mhm.
And it was $20 to get in. The lap dances were $5. It was BYOB. You could bring, we used to get the double big gulp Slurpee cups and put alcohol in them and go there.
Mhm.
This is where actually I met Black China at the she used to work at one of the ones, and then Angel Lola, she used to work at one of them. These were popping. Like
yeah, they
popping.
probably made a lot of money there.
In the DMV?
In the DMV, yeah. It was one place called Sensationals. My DMV people know what I'm talking about. Sensationals, Baz and Crew, Fuego. This was before Stadium was even a thing. Like we didn't have that
over there a bunch of times.
You been to Stadium?
A bunch of times.
Yeah. So before DC had any like the premium strip clubs like that, they just had these like the little rinky dink things that were like, they were real seedy, but when you got inside, it was a good ass time. Sometimes they had buffet. They had food there. Like a whole catered meal, because that's what you need when you're in a strip club.
My question for you is, what's your type of stripper? Like, what do you look for? Like, what type of stripper are you throwing the most money for?
I throw money to all the girls.
All of them equal. You don't
Yeah.
look for anything specific?
No.
If she not dancing too much, you don't care. You just.
I've never really been in a strip club where the girl wasn't on the main stage, not really dancing.
Oh, they definitely did that at the car wash. Sometimes
Yeah.
none of them would hit the stage. They'd just be walking around getting the $5 lap dances.
Yeah, but I mean, well, that's a very different kind of strip club.
Yeah.
So then you have like booty shaking clubs where you throw money,
Mhm.
right, on stage. Then you have other clubs where you just do lap dances most of the time, and then they call the girl to go on stage, and it's like a rotation.
Yeah.
But that's more like a gentleman's club. So you go up there and you'll like nicely like put it in her G-string and shit
Yeah,
like that.
those are the ones where they're playing the pour some sugar on
Exactly.
me.
Yeah.
Those
Exactly.
types
So
of
yeah,
strip
there's
clubs.
different types of strip clubs and stuff like that. So
Damn,
it depends on where you at.
we gotta go on a strip club tour.
Yeah.
I think.
It's fun.
We start with Crazy Girls.
What's that? Which one's
That's the one in Hollywood, Sunset,
across
and
from Bossa Nova?
near it's like Sunset and La Brea, more so
Oh, yeah, I've
more so
been there.
across from the Chick-fil-A
Yeah.
or the Burger King.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if I trust your suggestions.
Crazy Girls. Have you been, Brandon? Tell them Crazy Girls.
Crazy Girls goes up.
Yeah, it goes up.
For real?
That's
I
the
heard
one.
Strip clubs in LA aren't good.
There's only like a few. Sam's Soft Bra is tight. Sam's After Dark can be cool. The ones that are not tight are the ones that where it's like they're doing too much on the outside, like the body shops and body.
Okay, so the issue is, it's the issue,
Uh-huh.
right? So how he said he sold Lola and China and shit, like the creme de la creme of
Yeah.
bitches, right? That was before OnlyFans and social media.
Yep.
So now all the bad bitches are at home, taking care of their kids,
Yeah.
you know, in the house with their family, making the same money that they can make in the strip club.
Mhm.
So
Wow.
now the strip clubs aren't as good because
So we can like B-list.
yeah,
C-list.
you don't really get the same caliber of women in the strip clubs as you did before social media.
Now, how do you feel that that's impacted the entertainment? Do you find yourself more watching on OnlyFans, or do you like say, yo, try and recruit more people to come?
Well, I
to
think
strip
it's still
clubs?
a fun time. You know,
Yeah.
I think it's still a fun time going to
Mhm.
the strip club. It's just a different type of girl that would be at the strip club nowadays versus, you know, when I was dancing back in the day.
Yeah.
And I do like that it's become more of a like a social outing with people as
Yeah,
opposed to
it's
like
fun.
it used to be like, oh, you going to the strip club, it's a seedy thing, but now it's like real commonplace to like bring your girl or like, you know, groups of girls just go. I think
For
it's
sure.
cool that it's like actual.
What got you into? You said you was at the strip club dancing.
Oh yeah, that's. I mean, it's not a secret.
What got
Long
you
time
into that?
ago.
What got you into that?
It's kind of a sad story. I think we should just keep it positive.
You throw some violins.
It's
on
kind of
it.
like a shitty story, but anyway, yeah, I was a dancer, but it was fun when I was doing it. It was cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
fun.
Now my brain just want to hear the sad story.
Yeah, I'm
Nah.
not gonna lie. I'm not.
I mean, I'll tell you this. Like China, for an example, like Black China, she was actually a famous stripper. Like people would go to see Black China at the strip club because she can like put her leg all the way up in the air, like a split, like while she was standing up. Like she did like really cool shit.
Right.
And she always looked cool. I wasn't a famous stripper. I wasn't cool like that. I just kind of went to work and paid my bills and shit.
But I think you have a unique look. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that kind of.
But I wasn't famous. I wasn't like a famous stripper that you would
Right.
come and see. I was just like, oh shit, she looks cool, and she's at the strip club.
So some people were like going like talented, like dancing, doing tricks. Some people were beauty. Was that the
Yeah.
So you were like the beauty appeal.
Yes, but also I wasn't known, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I wasn't known.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What's that one move that I think that I'm always impressed by, that one where like the one girl is like hanging on the pole, another girl stands on her, and then they swing it, like
Yeah, that's
spinning
cool.
around. That's like some
Yeah,
advanced
I
level
could
shit.
never do no
The
shit
coolest
like
shit that I seen is when a stripper, she climbed to the top and then she dropped down really fast and then bam, hit it on the split.
Yeah, that vagina's strong.
Yeah.
Have you done that before?
Hell no. I don't
That
do
shit
like
hurt,
that.
right?
I just do pretty girl, like just pretty girl stuff.
Oh, just
Yeah, I
Like
never
little
did.
flirty stuff and whatever.
Yeah.
Millie Rock.
Yeah, I not that, but yeah.
Damn, man.
So what do you prefer, female strip clubs or male strip clubs?
Female strip clubs.
There are male strip clubs?
Of course,
Like
there's male
that's-
strip.
I know
I've never been
Chippendales.
to a male strip club.
I know like in Vegas it's probably like Chippendales, but there's definitely no male strip club in LA.
I don't think in LA. No. Maybe you can like hire male strippers for like a party at like a house or something, but I don't think there's male strip clubs. No.
There's not male strip club, but you ever drive down West Hollywood?
Yeah.
I'll be driving down West Hollywood and they have the stripper pole outside of the restaurant and they have a man in his Speedo just
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's a
you're talking
Denny's.
about like on Santa Monica. Like,
Yeah,
They
right
be
there.
going crazy.
Yeah. I saw Broady there a couple times. I was
Hey.
like, oh, what you doing here?
Yeah, man. I was trying to make some money to go to Crazy Girls.
Yeah, that's crazy. Damn. So what pisses you off? What's like a pet peeve of yours?
Ooh. As for, like with guys?
Yeah.
So many things.
What about a first date? First date.
So here's my thing, right? If your breath stink and I'm just like sitting down with you and meeting you, that's an ick. I'll probably never talk to you again.
Damn.
And then if you got stuff in your teeth and you just walked up on me, it's so funny.
Why we all doing that?
We making sure.
All right, keep going.
Because I feel like as women, most of us, we check our teeth, we shave our legs, we make sure we smell good, we make sure we have gum. Even if you got to stop at the gas station before you go somewhere, like you're gonna make sure you have everything set up. And I feel like a lot of guys, they just give you the ick so fast. They're just so comfortable with like even having their feet out, you know, like being ashy, not moisturized. Just shit like that. It pisses me off.
I
It
clip
turns
my
me off.
nails.
I'm proud of you, honey.
You clip them.
That's
You
very
I'm
good.
clip
supposed
them
to go
yourself.
like, you're supposed to go, as a man, you're supposed to go like this.
Yeah,
You're
you
never
can't. You
supposed to
can't.
go
No,
like
you
this.
can't do this. That's the one that like.
Yeah.
That's the one that I saw some
Yeah,
TikTok.
the hygiene thing, it's
Or like you got wax in your ears, or you just not like.
That's my pet peeve. Wax. Like I feel like a woman that doesn't clean her ears out. What
gross.
other holes are you leaving untouched? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Damn.
Like earwax is a super pet peeve of mine.
So hygiene is a major thing for you.
Yeah.
There's some women who actually prefer a musty man, and that always confuses me. Have you heard about these women?
Well, okay, so
He's
musty-
reacting.
a
He's pointing.
musty man is not like just a everyday musty man.
Right.
So I think what the women are trying to say is that like if you just finished playing ball at the gym and you a little musty, it's like sexy because you just smell like a man, you know? But like on an everyday, you don't want to wake up musty. Like that's gross.
But what if he came to the first date and he just was playing ball for you?
If he's still in ball shorts and we just met
Nah,
up.
he in jeans. He in jeans, a button
Like
up.
if you just play basketball and you ain't go home and wash your ass and change your clothes,
Came
and
in
you
with
change your
fresh
clothes and you still musty,
free
I
throw
ain't fucking
sweat.
with that.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. All right. But there's something about the primal thing that
Yeah, it's
when-
hot. Like,
Okay.
especially and that's why Brandon's laughing, because we just say the most obnoxious things around each other.
Yeah.
But like, I don't like when guys shave like their pubes and shit. I think it like takes away the essence of like
Really?
the sense and the musk
Well-
that a man
Well,
should have.
sometimes we shave it to make it look bigger.
Yeah.
I understand. I mean,
Occasionally.
to each his own. But I think it's sexier when it's like hairy.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about like a little like just a touch up, like a shape up.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking
He
with
said
it.
a
Not like a
shape
whole bald or nothing like that. Like
I ain't fucking with it.
Really? So what if, I'm not saying me, but we talking about other people.
Just
What if
theoretically.
the hair outshines the penis?
I don't imagine that being a problem for me. But other girls, I talk to other girls all the time. They're like, "Ew, bitch, you like that? That's gross. Like, I want my man's shit to be like bald or,
Yeah.
I don't like that."
I guess I watch too much pornography because
you thought that's what you're supposed to do?
yeah, I thought everything they do in porno is probably not what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
huh?
not usually. No, you
Well,
don't
you
fuck the
like
pizza
porn
girl.
is like professional sex workers,
Right.
So that's not the average person. Like that's like they're like superhero.
I've been comparing
Sex
myself to the
people.
wrong people this whole time.
Yeah, watch something from the 70s. You can still watch porn. Just watch like a old school joint where everyone was, full of hair.
Wow.
It's hot.
So does the size matter?
Does size matter?
The whole room got
Yes,
quiet. There's other guys in here.
yes and no. Yes and
Everyone held
no.
their breath.
Yes and no. She got yes and no. Okay, what's
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, if I am gonna constantly have sex with you, I don't need anything super gigantic.
Right.
Something nice.
Uh-huh. And what's a nice size? How many inches we
A
talking?
nice size is like 5 would be.
Yes!
5 would be okay. Yeah.
See y'all later.
5 would be good if you got the motion in the ocean. 5 is good.
5 is like average though, right?
Yeah, 5 is average.
Anybody can have a 5.
But if you have
Yeah, you can-
anything smaller than
you can
a
pull a
5,
five out of
and,
your ass.
and it's skinny, I wouldn't dick
Whoa.
shame you or anything like that. I wouldn't hurt
Right.
your feelings because I know that that's something you can't control. I know other girls that would penis shame, and I don't think that's fair.
Right.
So I wouldn't do that. No.
Smaller than a 5 is not. We're talking about pleasure. Smaller than a 5 is not pleasurable.
No, not really.
Mm.
No.
Okay. Now, and it don't even matter the motion of the ocean. If you smaller than a 5, you probably not.
Probably not. No. I think, yeah. Not for me anyway.
Right.
I mean, I could just speak for myself.
So tongue game got to be crazy then.
I don't like head.
Oh, you don't.
Mm-mm.
Oh, so you just strictly dickly.
I mean, like, if you want it, not you. I'm so sorry. That's
Yeah.
so weird.
Yeah.
If like
blushing.
if I was with someone,
Yeah.
and they wanted to give me head, like I would let them, but it's not like my favorite thing.
Is there a way to like, I guess, coach someone along to tell them?
No,
the
I just
way
don't
you
like
would?
it. I've gotten head plenty of times.
Mhm.
I just don't like it.
Okay, what about this? We talking for the fellas out there with 3 inches or less.
Which,
4 inches or less.
yeah, which
Five.
I said, you know what
Well-
size you are based on what your girl calls it. Anything belly button to like 6 inches is a penis. Beyond that's a dick, and then if you're larger than that, it's a cock.
All right, cool. So
Cock.
we talking about all the penis people out there. If you 4 inches or lower. Now, what if they hitting it, and can they hit it? They imaginary hitting it, because if you 4 inches or less, you're not really hitting nothing. But if you 4 inches and you hit
Girls' G spot's
and
only
you
2 inches
you
inside.
what if he's rubbing the clit?
What?
Isn't that like science and math? I heard. Maybe it was a TikTok.
No, sir.
I thought the G spot was like within like.
2 inches and a tampon would hit it.
Okay, so maybe okay. I'm so like a finger's reach. So for that 4 inches, let's say like 4 inches.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Isn't
But
But-
your fingers can do a lot.
Yeah, your fingers can curve and do if you 4 inches. What's 4 inches?
that's what I'm saying. I think 4 inches is like a finger. Like
Yeah, but you can, it'll be just this. You can't. How you going? Because you got your hips. So your hips gotta, and you gotta. Anyways, my question is, if he got 4 inches And can he do 4 inches and rub the clit and it be a good time, or that don't even work?
Not for me. Let's see what they say under the comments of this video. What the girls say.
Yeah.
Not for me. No.
Wow. And then what's too big?
I don't want no like porn penis. That's too big. I won't be able to enjoy that. It's too big.
Oh, really? Because these people are doing surgeries now.
Are they?
They're getting dick DDLs.
PBLs.
DDLs.
DDLs.
Dick. What's a BBL?
Oh, it's a Brazilian butt lift. So it's a BDL, a Brazilian dick lift.
Yeah, they doing BDLs now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Interesting.
But it's crazy. You want to know how they do it?
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is real science. This is just what I heard. They cut out the middle dick.
What you mean the middle dick?
The middle of your dick.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
They cut out the middle of your dick. They break it and then it grows back. So you're growing from the middle. You're growing.
So they pulling it out and then
Yeah.
it's growing in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds so painful. The healing from that.
Yeah.
Like you just waiting for your. Like you imagine saying
but
I'm out.
imagine you're a guy. You don't have a big penis, and it's girls shame you for it constantly, and
you waiting 2 weeks or what with the recovery for your dick to
probably
grow back.
6 weeks, I would assume.
Brandon
He always
say,
talk about he
Brandon?
got a little penis.
They said micro penises are that's crazy.
I ran into a micro penis.
You
before.
did?
Whoa.
And he didn't let you know?
He did not let me know.
He was just pulling up like he was.
You need to have something on your license or something.
This was years ago. He's actually famous.
What?
Yeah.
There's a famous micro penis man?
Yeah.
Wow, this is crazy. Guys, people at home, the people you look up to, they could have a micro penis.
Say their name, but like just change a couple letters, like
No, I would never do that.
Okay, so what's the situation? So he obviously got the
I was very young. I was very, very young.
Mhm.
And he whipped it out. And
Took you on a date first?
Well, you can't really whip out a micro.
It wasn't that type of situation. It was like just being young, taking shots, hanging out.
Mhm.
It was just like some young shit that I would never do now.
Yeah.
and-
You got to be like drunk to whip out
Yeah,
a
it was
micro
like-
penis.
You can't even whip
Yeah.
it out though,
It
for
was-
real.
it
Like
was
that's not a
something
whip
like
out
that.
type of thing.
It was something like
It's
that.
a reveal. It's not a
Yeah,
whip out.
it's just a here it is. It's already it's not you're not whipping no micro.
Yeah. So
It was something like that. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's interesting.
question, was he shaved?
I don't remember. It was so
Was he
long ago.
proud about it? Was he like, yeah, you see it?
Nah, no, he was not.
Wow.
I think he was just kind of like,
Oopsie
"With it,
daisy.
you died." And I was like, yeah. I wasn't gonna do it anyway. I wasn't really interested. But again, we were just young, drinking, like ha ha ha. And then it was like, and I'm like,
Micro
Wow.
penis. And how many years ago we think this was?
oh shit, this is before I had Sebastian. So
Mm.
I was young, childless.
Okay, I'm over here trying to do the math.
Who's
Who's famous 11 years
trying
ago?
to find out who it could be?
I would never tell. I would never tell.
Damn.
But y'all can do the speculation in the comments. Let us know who you think it is.
Exactly. Blow this podcast up like Shannon Sharp.
He's dark skinned though. I'll give you that. He's dark
Oh,
skinned.
he dark skinned?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that narrowed it down.
No pun intended, huh?
Wow, that's crazy. Micro penis.
Yeah.
MP.
Okay.
MP.
MP, hold it down. Because like people do have fetishes. Like people have like little people fetishes. Like,
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
There's,
Yeah.
I can say midget porn. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah, maybe they've changed. You know what's funny is like, are they politically correct in porn titles? You know, they don't really like porn
yeah.
is the place where they don't give
They
a
don't
fuck.
give a
They don't give
shit.
a fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
But I've never
they're
seen,
like dirty redheaded
What's
ginger
your
slut.
favorite category?
I've never seen nigga porn. My favorite
Which is a category. Which is a category.
is it? It's called ebony.
Oh yeah, ebony. True. But I'm saying you can find some videos where they be dropping the N word. You like, hey man, and it's like, yo, who published this video? Because some white dude probably put nigga bitch gets slutted out by gangbang.
Oh, I can definitely see that.
You know what I
for
mean?
sure. Yeah.
I like watching the ones where it gets crazy.
like
like-
gangbangs and shit.
Gangbangs is cool, but I'm talking about like tied up.
Oh, like-
bondage.
Oh, okay.
That's
Bondage.
BDSM,
Yeah, something like that.
all that. What is that? 50 Shades of Gray shit.
Yeah. And I be trying that shit. It's fun.
You're the Christian in that situation, or you're the?
I'm tying them up.
Okay. Because you gotta clarify before.
Yeah. The tying up is cool. The choking is cool. But
Yeah,
at
like
some
a code word, like
Yeah, like Hefeweizen.
I'm pretty good with like looking and seeing like if she's dying or not to pull back. But yeah, like some the last one she said the code word is peace. And like that will take me out if I hear someone say
Peace?
peace.
Are you supposed to be? Can you do a peace sign?
No, but then now I'm thinking like now I think I'm going like so I try and just look like visually and tell if I'm going too hard or not. But
She's crying.
the tying up and stuff, it's fun, but then it becomes a chore at a certain point. Like it became like too much work.
Because you tied a knot that was you couldn't untie. It's just like a Boy Scout knot.
Yeah, it's an art to it.
Yeah.
To
can
the
see
rope
that.
stuff.
It's on handcuffs, you know. The
Handcuffs that's the easy way
Yeah,
out though. You
handcuffs.
gotta get the rope, you put it around the neck, you do they got all these designs and stuff. I had to take a class to learn.
Oh, you putting them in slavery?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
What's your favorite category to watch?
cream pie gangbangs.
Cream pie gangbang.
He's laughing.
What's a cream pie?
He knows I'm a fool.
What's a cream pie gangbang?
Brandon is dead, yo. Brandon's
What's a cream
cracking
pie
up.
gangbang?
When it's like one girl and like 50 guys, and they
Yeah.
just take turns on her, and they just
So the cream pie
they come in her.
is the okay.
Can it be 49 guys? Or?
Sure.
Okay.
Can be 5 guys, whatever.
Okay.
And then what about that? Is it a fantasy? Would you love that?
That would be amazing. That'd
Really?
be so much fun.
Uh,
I think that's every girl's fantasy. Most women won't come out and say that. Probably because we'll never do it. Like I would never do that.
What if it was like a
I would never do
gangbang
that.
of dudes you've already been with that you still had like cool.
Like if any girl like you think about like all the hottest guys you could possibly like, right? Even if they're like famous or not, or some guy in your neighborhood, wherever. And you didn't have to worry about STDs, pregnancy, public perception, internet, getting ridiculed afterwards. Like more people would
Micropenises.
probably do it.
yeah.
But yeah, I would never do it, but I think it's cool to watch.
Even without all of those things, like say all those negative things were taken away, you still would never do it.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, if all those things weren't a factor.
We got to do better as a society. Look, we're missing out on gangbangs because y'all keep judging.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's crazy out here.
Make it a safe space for gangbangs.
I wouldn't, me personally, I wouldn't partake in a gangbang because it must be an ego thing for me, but if I'm gonna be in the gangbang, I'm going first and never again.
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't know.
You're getting your things and like, all right, I got it hard out.
I don't know. It's something about maybe if I'm like lit, but my ego is just I wanted her to myself.
Yeah, I couldn't do
feel
it
you.
either. Yeah,
But it's
first.
crazy.
But imagine like for the girl, like we don't have to do anything at all. Like no work, like nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
It's fire.
But I love threesomes with girls because my ego don't get hurt for some reason with girls. Like I let a girl do a girl, boom boom. I'll be that. Oh,
It's hot. Yeah,
great.
you could just that's called a voyeurism, right?
You hate threesomes? Why is that?
I had one. Literally had one.
Is it because you don't like girls?
I just don't like, it's too technical.
Right. Yeah, I had a threesome with a girl that didn't like girls, and it made me never want to have a threesome again because I had to do all the work. When really a threesome is supposed to be like an enjoyable experience.
Well, yeah, if you're the guy and
you
you got
gotta-
2 girls, it should be all about you.
You got to really lay ground
Right.
rules down too. I almost got.
But I
in
don't
trouble.
think so. I think it's about the group. I think it's about all of us having fun together. Like when I'm having a threesome, it's not romantic, it's not sexual. It's like the experience. It's for me, it's fun. It's like, it's like
So why is it, let me ask you a question. Why do you think it's a threesome when it's a guy and 2 girls, but like a gangbang or a train when it's a girl and 2 guys?
I think a gangbang is
Well,
Or
'cause
a train.
Well, I
Okay,
think
yeah.
because, in that scenario, in a threesome, the girls are still hooking up with each other, But I think in the reverse, it's not necessarily that the guys are hooking up with each other,
Yeah.
So that changes a lot of things.
But that's not always true.
right. If the guys are hooking up with the guys, I think that's called swinging, right? Or
No, swinging is when it's couples.
oh, damn, yeah.
It's
I
like,
don't-
yeah, can I fuck your wife? And you're like, yeah, but can I fuck yours? And you're like, all right, bet.
all right, bet you just gonna fuck my wife.
That's swinging.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to exchanging spouses.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a great topic. It's not fair. It's called a gangbang for girls, but in a train. But for guys, it's called a threesome.
I
Yeah.
still to this day don't know. Is that Quad City DJ song "Come On Ride the Train and Ride It"? Is that a song about sex?
I have no idea.
You know what song I'm talking about?
Of course, I'm
Yeah.
40 years old.
Yeah.
And
And ride it. Choo choo. Come on, ride the train and ride it. I don't know.
Probably. Shit.
Yeah.
The slut walk.
I'm not doing that anymore.
You don't do that anymore?
Mm-mm.
When did you stop?
I stopped in 2018 was the last slut walk.
What was the reason?
I just felt like it was turning into something that I wasn't proud of anymore. I wasn't like what I initially wanted it to be or what it initially was.
Yeah.
And I just felt like I felt like I've done thousands and thousands of interviews. And people, and once I realized the IQ in America for like majority of people is like 97, 98.
Mm-hmm.
I got very frustrated with that. And I was just like, you know what? I can't explain anymore what the slut walk is.
Right.
But I will right now on your show.
Yeah.
So the slut walk is initially about rape culture, sexual violence, double standards, victim blaming, slut shaming, and we raised a lot of money to get women counseling, things
Dope.
of that nature, domestic violence, survivors and stuff like that. And we helped a lot of women along the way, and we incorporated the LGBTQ plus community. And then it started turning into like, I'm fucking this lady's husband and I'm getting this money, slut walk, #slut walk. And I was like,
That's not what this is.
no, that's not what it is. And then I felt the responsibility of that.
Right.
That just lied on my shoulders. And I was just
Wow.
like, this is not what I started it for. That's not what I believe in. I don't believe in cheating. I don't believe in sleeping with anyone's husband. That's not who I am. It was really to help women. And the reason why we dress slutty is initially because a woman was raped on a college campus.
I remember that. Yeah.
And the police officer was like, if you weren't dressed like a slut, you wouldn't have got raped.
Wow.
And then that furthers the conversation of Muslim women that are fully covered and their eyes are just showing and they're constantly getting raped.
Yeah.
So it really doesn't matter what you have on. A rapist is going to rape you if he wants to rape you. So why blame the woman? That's where the victim blaming came in and stuff like that. But yeah, I just felt like it just got too far out of my hands.
Yeah.
And I wanted to just
And
nip it in the butt.
that's very interesting because like I've heard about, it's such a popular thing. The slut walk is such a popular thing. I've never heard that. You know what I mean? Because the way that the media takes things, they take whatever they can as clickbait. They never want to take the positive from it. They don't want to take the real message. They take it like, oh, it's okay to be a slut. Like that's what they're trying to
so not about that at all.
Yeah, which is crazy because
Yeah.
that's what they're pushing out to
We
the
just
people.
basically used the derogatory label and made it like, okay, if I am a slut because I got raped for what I had on, then fine, I'll be that. But
Right.
let's band together and help other women that have experienced this, unfortunately, and know that they're not alone.
Yeah.
And so if you're more uncomfortable with the word slut versus women actually being raped, then you're a part of the problem. And again, it just, I've done thousands of interviews throughout the years. And some people understood, some people did not. I did not create the slut walk. I just used my platform to have my own slut walk.
Yeah.
It was dope you did
which
that,
is
and I remember how
huge.
big it was. I remember just the buzz being generated before it even happened in LA.
Right.
You know that it was going to go down. So I commend you for that.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's unfortunate that it turned into. What initially inspired, like, I mean, was it the college thing that set into motion, or was it anything prior to that? You had something that you were planning to do.
Yeah, I was getting scrutinized and as you can tell, I'm very open. I say what I feel and like I don't really hold back. although I'm not a very sexual person, I'm very comfortable talking about sex. I have a lot of friends that are sex workers. I have friends that are Hasidic Jews that are married to rabbis. I have friends that are Black, white, Asian, gay, straight, doesn't matter. Very open. So I saw an injustice happening, not only with myself, but with other women and people on the internet. Even women, girls in high school, maybe, she got fingered by a boy, and she was the school slut for like the next 4 years.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you get fingered by a boy, you're a school slut for 4 years after you have to live
You have
in
to
that
live with
when it's
that,
such
yeah.
a natural human thing to experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's just unfair, And so what I tried to do was take back the derogatory labels and say, if I'm a slut for that, for being human, then that's just what I'll be.
Right.
So
right.
it wasn't like, hey, girls, go out, have a bunch of sex, unprotected, be unsafe, and push this narrative like everyone needs to be having multiple partners in sex. That was never who I was and who I am.
It's kind of like reclaiming the N-word in a way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know?
I've used that analogy so many times. That the N-word has become like more of a positive thing especially within the Black community. Like that's your friend, that's your brother, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just spiraled out of control, and I just felt like I just can't do it anymore. It was too much stress on me.
Lift the handle up. So how do you how will you because it's still a thing that's going on. How do you help this cause now? Is there anything that you can do or
I think that I could still use my voice.
bring in awareness?
Yeah, I still obviously have a voice and a huge following. I don't think that I need to put on a slut walk because also people don't realize every single year, when the slut walk was going on or when it was over, I always got so scared that something would happen to one of these girls. Like, because we had like the Westboro Baptist Church outside saying, faggots, dykes, lesbians are all going to hell. Whores are going to hell. And like, they're like very radical people outside of the venue. And I'm like, if something happens to one of these girls at my slut walk, I wouldn't be able to live with myself.
Right, because you feel responsible.
Right.
Was it a PR nightmare for your team? Would
No.
you say trying to mitigate and trying to like ward all these people off that were getting a negative perception of it?
No, because it brings more awareness, right? So then the news, the LA News or whoever, they come and they're like, Westboro Baptist Church is at the Amber Rose Slut Walk protesting outside, and then the girls are out there twerking on them and like just like being like, fuck you, we do what we want.
Yeah.
But it did bring more awareness. And I gotta say that the people that have come to my slut walk for years and were very involved in the slut walk, they know the difference that we made.
Yeah.
And I gave that to the world, and I'm glad that I did it. But I'm only one person.
Yeah.
And I just have to. I have to worry about my mental health and focus on my children. And I think that I've done a lot for a lot of people, and I'm happy with that.
All right. So what's like your passion moving forward? Because I think that's, first of all, congratulations on building something that big and getting it that big off of an idea and off of your passion. And I think that just goes to show that you're capable of a lot. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you can do that with that, is there anything else that you're passionate about building and creating another movement or company or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have other companies. I don't like people in my pockets, so I don't really talk about a lot of investments and things that I've done. I like to be very modest when it comes to that. But this is actually part of my merch line. We just sold out.
Dope.
Nice.
This is my big old head.
Is your head?
That is me.
Oh, in a mask and a grill?
I got a grill and
Oh, sunglasses.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's almost like a Rorschach test. You know what I mean? Those little like therapy.
Right.
Like, what do you see when you look at this shirt?
When I stand up, you can see it better. But I just put out a merch line. Maybe
What's the website? Where can the people get it?
At amberrosefan.com.
What's the promo code if you're on a podcast with Amber Rose?
And no promo code now, but Go get the merch. It's fire. We sold out of everything within a couple days.
Oh damn.
Our last drop. So this is part of the new drop. It'll be out in a couple days as well. So
Okay.
The other colorways for that too?
this is the only one we have in this shirt, but we have a bunch of sweatsuits, we have hats, we have mugs, we have lighters, we have dresses, we have different colors of everything. This is the only one we have right now, but I might get this in different.
Some good summer buys, right? Some good
Hell
stuff
yeah.
for the summer.
Yep.
Oh, that's dope. You ever go on like on a tour or try and, because I feel like you're very passionate about mental health.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, do you ever go on a tour to like speak about that at all, or?
I have not. I've been on a college tour about sexual assault and rape. I've done that. I haven't done a tour about mental health yet. No.
Would that be something you're interested in, or want to
Sure,
learn more
yeah.
about it first?
I know everything about it.
Oh,
How's
really?
mental health affected you?
Well, I mean, it's no secret. I just did the Jason Lee podcast. I was very suicidal, probably not even a year ago. And the pandemic really like fucked me up really bad. I was in a very tumultuous relationship. I was getting treated like shit. And I was stuck in the house with like this person and a newborn baby. And so that was not good for my mental health. And I became suicidal, and I've always been a very happy person. I didn't understand how this is happening to me. And then I realized that constant chronic stress, constant like trauma, verbal abuse, things of that nature can cause your chemicals out of your body to be, in your body to become out of whack. And so what a lot of people don't know, and I had no idea, I did like a blood panel to see like the chemicals in my body, and I had absolutely no testosterone whatsoever, like zero. And for a woman, you're supposed to have a healthy level of testosterone. I had no progesterone, and I had like virtually no vitamin D. I was like vitamin D deficient. And so all of those things can make you very suicidal on top of the trauma and chronic stress.
And all of that was caused, your levels were low because of the stress, or why were your levels
because
low?
of like the essential abuse.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
I had no idea that was even a thing. And so I've like called all my friends, and some of my friends, like they get very depressed and they have like anxiety and stuff. And I'm like, go get your blood panel done, because maybe it's something that
Just
could
a
be
vitamin or
fixable.
something.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited. I feel like I'm in better spirits now. I feel like I was just telling my friend Joseph, and my mornings are usually really, really bad, is when I have like the most depression, anxiety when I wake up. Like I wake up, my heart is beating out of my chest.
Why is that, you think?
I think my chemicals were completely fucked from all that shit. I mean, imagine you're in the house for what, 2-3 years with someone.
A newborn too.
You hate waking up. You hate like spending that day with.
Is it because you're kind of feeling maybe an anxiety about what this day is going to bring?
I think it's just leftover trauma from like waking up like scared.
Yeah.
To be in an environment with that person.
Verbal abuse, I think a lot of people think it's just yelling. It can also be a form of manipulation.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
And I think that's
absolutely
what people get kind of twisted.
Condescending. It's like
it's just a whole mind fuck. It's like you think you know someone and you don't know them at all.
Right.
And that alone can just have you just spiral, and you're just like, what the fuck did I get myself into?
Yeah. And a lot of it comes from the parents or the environment that they're raised in. And then that comes from their parents' parents. So a lot of it is like, it's generational trauma that they're just passing down. And I don't know, because I haven't been married, so I can't really speak on this, but I feel like the parents like setting a good example is very important for the children, because the way that the father treats the mother is the kid is looking at that, and he's like, oh, when daddy yells at mommy listens to daddy. So I think it's right.
It's like a normalized behavior,
it's normal
you think?
to yell
Right.
at mommy for her to listen.
Well, I think that people don't realize that hugs and kisses go a long way. I grew up with a girl. Her mom was a crack addict. Her dad was, excuse me, an alcoholic. And I grew up much more poor than her. Like she had like a computer back in the day, and like she had like an actual house. I lived in an apartment. They had a family car. We did not.
She had dial-up
You
internet.
know, yeah, she had all that shit.
And
And she had Christmases. Santa came to her house. Santa did not come to my house. And but my mom and dad hugged me and kissed me so much, and now she's a crack addict. She's on the street. She lost all her children. They're all adopted out. They were in foster care.
Really?
And if you looked at our lives, you would think that she would definitely have a better life, like more opportunities. She went to Catholic school and but no, those hugs and kisses go a long way. Trust me,
All
they
you
do.
need is love.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah. So.
And your parents struggled coming up. Did they ever make it out of the struggle?
Yeah, so my dad was like just a poor white boy in foster care for a long time. He was in juvie. He got in trouble, and back in Philly, I guess back in the day, the judges were like, "Look, you got two options. You can go to jail, or you can join the military." And he was like, "I'll join the military." And then I was on the way, and he was like, "I'm not going to jail. I got a baby on the way. I'm gonna go, in the military or whatever." And then they shipped him off for a long time. So I didn't see my dad much when I was young, but he was kind of, reached out and sent my mom money and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then my mom was just a waitress my whole life. She just worked at diners and stuff. And, it was, I always had food to eat because she always brought me food home because she worked in the food business.
Yeah.
But other than that, we didn't have money or anything like that.
But I think it's an awesome thing to be able to understand that, to be more grateful of what you've been able to accomplish and actually acquire in your life now. Because those people that had that abundance, they take it for granted. They definitely take it for granted, and they don't understand that somebody had to work to make that happen. So then when you don't have that mentality, you don't have a true hustler's mentality, so you don't really attain things. So it's like the balancing act, I guess, of growing
well,
up.
I think the unfortunate part, but like growing up poor, and I'm sure a lot of people go through this, you are constantly in survival mode. And so now that I'm 40 years old, I was on the phone with my friend Janice. We've been friends 28 years. And she was like, "Bitch, do you know that we have been in survival mode since we were kids? Like, do you understand that?" And I was like, I never thought about it. Like, even though I have money now and I feel like very lucky to I guess be in this position, I'm still in survival mode every single day because that's been my whole life.
Right.
So it's like, what's next? What's the next merch line? What's the next company? What's the next?
Well, maybe as a mom too, that kind of it creates another sense of protectiveness, I guess, like a layer of that within that. So now it's not just you thinking about survival for yourself; it's for your children.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I think like when I was younger, because my parents they struggled at the beginning and then worked their way out of the struggle. But for me, I think that's why I worked so hard, because I saw through my mom, like she had a 9-to-5 or whatever, and she stole clients from that 9-to-5 and started her own business, and we started in the garage, and then when she got enough money, put some tile in the garage, made it kind of look like an office. Then when we got more money, then so I saw that hustle of my parents. Yeah.
Okay, Miss B. Okay.
And I was like, and I still remember that to this day. And it's like when I'm younger, I'm like, oh, this is what you're supposed to do. Like I didn't realize you're not supposed to hustle like that. Like some people will just like sit there and just just be comfortable, but there has to be something within you that's like, oh no, like the only way to get out of this is to change it for yourself.
Right.
And you got to make those decisions. So I think, it's very important. And I think for you to get to where you're at, there's something in you that saw like, oh, I don't want this life. I have to change something to get a better life.
Right.
So I think that's very important.
And there's definitely got to be some kind of like chemical release in your brain to activate that survival mode, to make your brain think like, I gotta hustle, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get my bread, or what skills can I utilize to get to the coin,
Well, that's the thing. Once and you probably know this, once you become famous, that doesn't equate to money.
Right.
You got to figure out, like, you get this fame and people love you and shit, and you're like, oh shit, I'm broke.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have nothing. Now I have to figure out how to make money.
Yeah. Will Smith said
You
that.
know?
He said,
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he said he was famous. People recognized him. It was like, oh shit, Will Smith. And he said he was taking the bus or the train. People would recognize him on the
Motherfucking right.
train.
Someone
I was
recognized him in the
walking out of
Uber,
my
yeah.
apartment and like paparazzi was outside, and I'm like, I'm poor. I have nothing. I
Right.
just have this fame because I dated someone famous. I have no money. I never had a job.
Right.
Like while I was famous, essentially.
Yeah.
So then I had to figure out how to make money.
People think that
They don't know.
Hollywood is all this glitz and glamour.
Well, no, look, I was
They
in
see
a,
you
I
on
was in
TV,
an Uber,
they think
dude.
you a millionaire.
Yeah.
I was in an Uber and this girl recognized me on the way out. Like she rode the whole ride. You know, I was going through a little patch and it was Ubering, lifting, and then at the end of the ride, she got out. She's like, "I think you're really funny. I love your content." And I was like, "Damn, yo, she knew the whole time, didn't say anything."
Yeah, they
Yeah.
they
And
do
I was
that.
like, but it was kind of endearing and heartwarming too, you know, because it made me stay motivated just hearing that, just knowing that it didn't matter. She wasn't judging me because I was driving the Uber at that point. You know, she was still like,
Oh, you were the Uber driver.
I was the driver, dog.
Oh, I thought you were in the back. I was like, nigga,
No,
what are you
I was
talking
driving
about?
and I dropped her off at
Oh,
work.
damn.
You know what I'm saying? I dropped her off at her job. The whole ride, just cute black girl was just quiet the whole time, and then got out. Was just like, I just wanted to say I think you're really funny. Almost timid and shy to say it to me,
That's cute.
you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, them little like tears and just like, I was like, yeah.
Now I have no shame. I work at Ralph's. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't
hear
care.
you.
If I gotta do it, I gotta do it. Hopefully I don't have to. But
But if you did work at Ralph's, get like some kind of brand deal.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would be the best person there. I would bring in so many people to Ralph's. Ralph's
Yeah.
would be popping.
Ralph's would be popping.
Yeah.
It was the club during the pandemic. I will say that though. That's where I was going to Ralph's looking for
Little joints.
little jumps, little youngins. Oh yeah, Philly Jones. Little jumps. We say jumps in DC, but yeah, the Ralph's was the club. But you could do some kind of thing with Ralph's.
I might have to. What we gotta go soon. But for your son, what do you look for? Are you trying to guide where he's
I
gonna
have
go with
two.
his life? Oh, you have two.
Yeah, I have two sons.
I met one, right?
Sebastian.
Yeah.
I have Slash too.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
okay.
he's 4.
Slash,
Oh,
Sebastian
okay.
and Slash.
So with your two sons,
Literally.
oh,
I'm not gonna lie, I can't read tattoo. Like I just
Yeah,
that's a skill.
Bash.
Bash and Slash.
Slash, yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
So, cause like me, I'm like, oh, I want my son to be in the NBA, or like, do you want to guide where he goes, or do you want to wait and see what he wants to do?
No, I want to see what he wants to do.
Okay.
I want to see what they want to do. My little one is
Yeah.
an artist.
Nice.
So I mean, he's 4 years old and he draws like Basquiat. Like he's
Oh,
Wow.
he's next level. Like even his teachers were like, Amber, I've never seen a 4-year-old draw like this.
Wow.
Like he has something
So
special.
he has that right brain mentality. He got probably super creative.
He's
Just in-
yeah, he's different. He's definitely different. And then Sebastian, you know, Wiz is 6'5". I'm 5'9". My son is the tallest in his class. He's super, super tall.
Oh wow.
And his doctor said like the way he's growing and his head, he just turned 11. He wears a size 11 sneaker.
Dang, that's
What?
Yeah.
Yo,
He bigger than me.
he's the
His
age
hands
of his
are
sneaker.
big as hell. So his head, his hands, and his feet are big, but his body is still like growing.
Still figuring it out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so his doctor was like, he's pushing 6'6", 6'7". So,
Oh wow.
but he loves basketball, and you know he was in baseball.
Oh
You
yeah.
said with
You
your
liked
son.
it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He hit a grand slam one time.
What?
Oh damn.
He did. We went crazy. We went
Oh,
ape
yeah.
shit when that happened.
Oh,
Was he
wow.
outfield or was he playing an infield position?
He was outfield.
Outfield? Okay.
Mhm. Yep.
Very cool.
But yeah, so I mean, as of now, Sebastian likes basketball / likes to draw.
Mhm.
But wherever they want to go, I mean, you know, they want to be scientists, and
Yeah.
you know, I wanted to be an epidemiologist. I was obsessed with HIV and AIDS when I was young. I just wanted to always study infectious diseases, and even now, like I'm always watching some documentary of something.
Yeah.
Like especially if it's about HIV and AIDS, I'm still obsessed to this day.
Really.
Yeah.
Think it was man-made?
No.
Okay.
He doesn't believe dinosaurs ever existed.
Have you seen Jurassic Park?
Well, I'm an atheist, so I believe Jesus was a real person, but I don't believe he was
But the
God.
Tyrannosaurus Rex, though.
I mean, it's factual information.
Wait, so you believe Jesus is a real person, but don't believe that he died and rose again?
Not a prophet, I guess, right?
Or a prophet?
Can you die and rise from the grave?
Let me see. Siri, is Jesus real? That nigga is real.
Siri said it, right?
Yeah, Siri.
So it must be true.
Wait, so you were your whole life atheist, or
No, I was a Christian my whole life.
and then what changed?
I just did my research.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always had questions. My mom is very heavy in the church.
Right.
And we used to have Bible study, at my apartment and stuff. And I would be like, but that doesn't make sense. And they used to get mad at my mom. And they used to be like, can you tell your daughter to stop?
Right.
And I just always had questions. And as I got older, I was just like, okay, this seems like a Harry Potter book.
Right.
Doesn't seem. Can you stop sucking your teeth?
You Christian?
Hey, Brandon.
No, but here's the thing. I want to be very clear, and I've said this before.
Yeah.
I, as an atheist, do not try to convert people into atheism.
Right.
I love that people love God and Jesus. I love that, whatever makes you happy and feel that comfort of your Lord. You want to pray? I'm all for it. All my friends are Christian. I'm the only atheist. So I don't.
They got to convert you.
So, like, if you're an atheist, are there meetups like with other atheists?
No.
What? You think it's like scientific?
No, because in itself, if you're atheist and a bunch of atheists get together, doesn't that in some sense make it like a church of atheism? You know what I'm saying? Then it's
here's my thing. Here's my.
It's not
question.
like a congregation.
You know what I mean?
Here's my question, because for me as a Christian, it's like I do the right thing because I believe in these consequences of heaven and hell. What makes you do the right thing? Just trying to be a good person?
That's would be my argument. Why do you only do the right thing because of the consequences? You should want to just do the right thing because it's the right thing to do.
But that's what it turns into. I think as I first started off, I was doing the right thing because I want to go to heaven. I don't want to go to hell. But then I've constantly done the right thing, and I saw the value in doing the right thing. That now I just do the right thing to do the right thing. But I think the Christian belief is what started me there. Mm-hmm. And maybe the same for you. Maybe that since you were raised Christian, doing the right thing it's just.
Well, I find more religious people doing the wrong thing versus atheists doing the wrong thing. I've never heard of not never heard of, but I've been around a bunch of atheists versus the Christians that I've been around, or even Muslims. Mm-hmm. Atheists are just, they just don't believe in God. They don't believe in hurting people. They don't believe in, being mean or obnoxious or backdooring people or anything like that. Like, there's still like a value system without a book telling you so.
Right.
I believe that the Bible is a lot of great stories. I believe it does keep law and order in society. I think that it's a good thing that Christianity exists, because remember, the IQs aren't that great. And I think that it brings comfort to a lot of people, thinking that someone is looking down on them and protecting them.
Right. There's also a simulation theory. How do y'all feel about that?
I think it's more likely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And simulation theory would still be a god, though. That would be your god as a person,
a programmer,
you in a video game.
So is it like a series of tests to, like, if you get to the next level, you know what I mean, in the simulation? Like, that's what this is? That's what this existence is?
I hope not, because then I'm just wasting my time stressing for nothing.
You just gotta get a high score.
I mean, life is short, man. You just gotta do things that are fun.
Right.
And just be around people that you love. Mm-hmm. It could all be gone tomorrow.
Well, that's how you know, too, because you were talking about it, and this goes right back to what you're saying about your homegirl didn't get hugged, right? Like, the fact that you getting hugged, getting kisses, getting love intrinsically makes you feel good, and there's a chemical release when you have affection or receive affection or give affection. Mm-hmm. So that kind of lets you know something that's a good thing. It's kind of like busting a nut.
I get it.
Like it feels good. So how can it be bad if you bust a nut?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it would be more so like I don't kill people because the Bible says not to kill people, right? I don't kill people because it would make me feel bad. I would feel like I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I would feel like I essentially did something wrong. It wouldn't feel good in my body.
Right.
You know? And that's why I don't hurt people.
Yeah.
And so like, and I'll be honest, majority of people that have ever hurt me in my life have been religious people or Christians, or they'll be like, well, no matter what, God got me. And it's like, God hates you. You're a bad person. That's how I feel.
I do see
if there's a God.
I do see that. There is a God. I do. I do see that side of it though. Of people like, because there are the Christians that will do the bad thing and say it's okay. I can do the bad thing. I can just repent for it later.
It's bullshit.
So that I see where that can get a mucky thing. But as far as killing people, it doesn't say like you can't kill animals. They do kill animals. They kill goats and stuff.
Hell
in the Bible,
yeah,
but
goats is getting wrecked.
I couldn't kill no goat, but I eat a goat.
Goat is some curry
Put
goat.
some curry on
Yeah,
that
hell
motherfucker.
yeah. Nigga, turmeric.
Salt baby.
Y'all had turmeric?
And some cilantro.
Hell yeah. Oh, she ain't
my
fucking with it.
God.
No, that's not it.
All right, so what you got coming up next? We got to go soon, but what you got? What's on the horizon?
So I have a lip gloss line coming out.
Okay.
And I've been working on this formula for over a year. And this is not no white label shit. This is like I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this. I actually have it on right now. So if you like my lipstick, just stay tuned. I formulated all the colors by scratch. I was very diligent on everything. And it's coming out fairly soon. So.
Okay. What's it called? What's the line called?
It's called Slashin' Bashin' Cosmetics.
Ooh,
Nice.
From the Suns.
Yes, Slashin' Bashin'. So we slash and bashing them lips.
Will you have some chapstick too, maybe?
This is my
The guy.
no chapstick.
For the guys?
No chapstick.
Okay.
No, but I can give you some clear lip gloss. And this is my merch line, amberrosefan.com.
Yeah.
This is one of many pieces that we have. We have sweatsuits, hats, mugs, lighters, dresses, baby tees, all kinds of cool stuff.
What's the key to developing for your lip line? What's the key to developing a good brand, a good line? What do you think it is?
Just don't rush it. If you know what you want, you have to wait for the samples. The samples come back in 2 weeks, and don't be like, "Oh, this is good enough."
Right.
Let's just put it. Let's just go make money. I've always been about because I always wear shades. And so throughout the years, all the girls are like, what lipstick do you have on? Where can I get that from? And so they're always asking me. And most of the time, I'm creating it from 2 different lipsticks. I'm mixing them up. Then I'm putting them on my lips and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? Why don't I just create that in its own tube?
In a onesie joint.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And so and give it to my girls or, to enjoy it.
I think that's very important that you said that, because a lot of brands will fail because people can tell, oh, they're just doing this to get a quick buck, quick money, like,
Right.
oh, let me use my name and do this. But for you to actually go out, test the product, try this doesn't work, it's not good enough, and go
wear
back.
your own product.
Oh
You know?
no,
Yeah.
we're in the lab. We like it literally took me over a year, and nothing is actually done yet. So I'm probably like blowing my load too soon by like telling you guys this on the podcast. But just look out for it. It's coming within the next couple of months, and we got the formula down and everything like that. So I'm really, really excited about it, and I know the girls are gonna love it.
Well, I can't wait. I'll give it to my girl.
Yeah, hell yeah. We'll send you a whole package and everything for her.
Hell yeah.
Cool. I could use one for my girl too.
You got a
Gotcha.
girl now?
Yeah, I got a girl.
You just trying to get lipstick.
No, I don't need lipstick. What do I need lipstick for?
Trying to get
Can I have a girl too? Shit.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching the episode. Got the legendary Amber Rose one more time.
Yeah.
Where can they find you on all socials?
At Amber Rose on Instagram, Twitter at The Real Amber Rose. But follow me on Instagram. That's where I do most of my stuff. at Amber Rose.
Okay,
So.
cool. And then we got Brandon Broady.
Yes,
Brody the
indeed.
Joker.
Yes, indeed. Yes. Follow me at Broady the Joker, all social media platforms. And we got some shows coming up too, right?
Yeah, we on tour. We
Yeah.
doing shit.
Yeah, we got some
slanging
stuff.
jokes.
Period.
Yeah, but yeah, if you're in the LA area, the DMV area, follow the Instagram to see some upcoming shows in your area.
All right, y'all. We out this bitch. Peace.